All right, so you ever like put a ton of work into a social media campaign and then like nobody even notices?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
It's like you're screaming into the void. It can be super frustrating. But guess what? We are not alone, folks.
No.
Luckily for us, someone way smarter than me has figured out how to avoid all that.
Yeah.
Today, we are diving into some advice on how to run successful social media campaigns. And this advice comes from Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM.
Okay.
And he lays out like a really practical blueprint. He uses checklists, action steps, all that jazz.
Yeah, sounds useful.
Which you can use whether you're building an audience like from zero or trying to boost engagement for a business you already have.
Cool.
What I found really interesting about his advice was how he structured his approach. He doesn't just like throw a bunch of random tips at you. He breaks it down into two like really distinct parts. A checklist for like actually running the campaign, and then a separate action step that's all about analyzing what happened and like improving for next time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's super smart. And we'll get to that like analysis and continuous improvement part in a bit. But first, let's dive into that checklist.
All right.
He kicks things off with something that sounds like deceptively simple.
Okay.
Define a clear objective.
Right. That is really tempting to just like skip over.
Yeah, totally. But he doesn't just mean picking something super vague like get more followers.
No.
Like that's not an objective.
Yeah, that's just like a wish.
He's a huge advocate for what we call SMART objectives, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Okay.
So like instead of saying get more Instagram followers, you'd say something like, I want to increase my Instagram followers by, 15% in the next quarter by focusing on content that resonates with like environmentally conscious millennials or something like that.
Yeah, that's so much better.
It's way more specific.
Yeah, you know exactly what you need to do.
It's like way less overwhelming to think about. It's like setting out on a road trip with like a detailed map instead of just being like, okay, let's go west.
It's a great analogy. Right. Yeah.
And speaking of knowing where you're going, McGow also really stresses understanding like your target audience.
Makes sense.
So like, how do you figure out who you're actually trying to reach?
Well, McGow, he has this like whole system.
Okay.
But it all basically comes down to research.
Right.
You got to think about stuff like, where do the people you want to reach? Where do they hang out online? What are they interested in? What are their problems, things that bug them? He is all about getting like super specific.
Oh, wow.
Because choosing the right social media platform that actually goes hand in hand with knowing who you're talking to.
Makes sense.
You wouldn't market like luxury watches on TikTok the same way you would on LinkedIn, you know?
Right. Totally different vibes.
Yeah, completely.
Like choosing the right fishing spot and also the right bait. Right.
Exactly.
So once you've got like your objective and your audience nailed down, it's time for like the fun part, creating the actual content.
Yeah.
Miguel is really specific here. He says it needs to like align with your brand and also like appeal to the audience that you've so carefully chosen.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you strike that balance?
Well, I think one of the things that makes 5-Star BDM stand out is that they are super consistent.
Okay.
McGaw really believes that your brand should have like a clear voice and visual style that like it's on all platforms, right?
Right. So people recognize you.
It's like your brand's personality.
Okay.
But you also gotta like adapt that personality to different platforms. Like a funny, informal tone might work on Twitter, but maybe you need to be a little more professional on LinkedIn.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Adapt to your environment.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not just about like creating great content.
Nope.
It's about creating the right content for the right audience in the right place.
Bingo.
And of course, even if you have the best organic content in the world, sometimes you need to like give it a little boost.
Oh yeah, for sure.
McGaw also talks about the importance of setting a budget and using targeted ads.
Oh yeah. I have bigger thoughts on that.
Even a small budget, it can help you like reach way more people who might never have found you otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah.
McGow is super data driven, and he really encourages people to use like analytics to refine their targeting and just get the most out of their ad spend.
Smart.
Yeah. He even suggests like experimenting with different ad formats, different messaging to see what resonates best, you know?
Oh, so like A/B testing, basically.
Exactly. See what works.
So you launch your campaign, you're posting great stuff, you're even running some targeted ads, but it doesn't just stop there, right?
No way.
McGow really emphasizes like monitoring what's happening and making adjustments.
Oh yeah, that's crucial.
Who is that so important?
I mean, social media moves so fast.
Yeah, it's constantly changing. What worked last week might completely flop this week.
Yeah.
McGaugh stresses that you always got to be analyzing data, tracking like key metrics,
Okay.
and being ready to switch up your strategy if you need to.
So be flexible.
Yeah.
Be able to adapt to whatever's happening.
Maybe a certain type of post is like totally bombing or people aren't clicking on your ads like you thought they would.
Uh-huh.
It's all about using the data to make like smart decisions
Right.
and tweak your campaigns like in real time.
So you're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Right, you're actually like aiming for something.
It's like being a captain navigating a ship, right?
Totally.
You've got to be constantly adjusting your course based on like the winds and the currents.
Yeah. Love that analogy.
And of course, no social media campaign would be complete without like actual engagement from your audience.
Right. Could actually talk to people, like
Right.
have a conversation.
So McGaugh really believes in fostering a sense of community around your brand. Like he encourages responding to comments, answering questions, doing Q&As, basically being a human and building real connections.
Yeah. Don't be a robot.
Think of it like you're throwing a party.
Okay.
You wouldn't just stand in the corner and ignore all your guests, right?
No.
You'd be mingling, you'd be chatting, making people feel welcome.
For sure.
Okay. But here's where McGaugh takes it a step further.
Oh.
He has this standalone action step that comes after the campaign is over, which is to analyze the results
Okay.
and write down what you learned for future campaigns.
Gotcha.
Why is this step so important, even though like the campaign is technically done at this point?
This is where the magic happens, honestly.
Okay.
Analyzing your results, it's not just about like celebrating wins or dwelling on failures.
Right.
It's about figuring out why things happened the way they did.
The why behind it all.
Yeah, like which posts got the most engagement,
Yeah.
what kind of ads brought in the most leads. This is how you refine your strategy for next time.
Wow, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So it's not just about running a single campaign.
Nope.
It's about constantly learning
Yep.
and evolving your strategy over time.
You got it. That's the whole point.
So McGaugh's checklist gives you the tools to actually do it, to get that campaign out there.
Right.
But that action step at the end, that's what helps you actually grow and get better over time.
That's what makes it sustainable.
Exactly.
So, like, as you plan your next campaign,
Yeah.
think about this. Like, what's one metric that you're going to really pay attention to that's going to help you measure success and help you plan for the future?
That is such a good question to ask yourself.
Because the more you learn from each campaign, the better your next one's going to be, and the next one, and the next one.
That's what I love about this approach.
Mhm.
It's not just about like this one campaign and then you're done.
Yeah,
It's about like a mindset of constant learning and improvement.
exactly. Always be learning, always be growing.
That's how you win the social media game, folks.
That's how you really stand out
Word.
and make a real impact.
Exactly. That's what we all want.
Right. Who doesn't want that?
Nobody.
You.
All right. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We will catch you all next time.
See ya.
Bye.